Where are the Nikki Haley voters going? To Kamala Harris, of course. The Nikki Haley voters have set up their own political action committee. They changed the name of the prior Nikki Haley PAC, so it now is the Haley Voters for Kamala Harris. Now, Nikki Haley made a fool of herself at the Republican National Convention, where she went on stage and she endorsed Donald Trump and claimed that Donald Trump asked her to give a speech, and you can actually read Donald Trump's lips where he said, "I didn't." She's doing it on her own. So she shamed herself. So she said, "Hey, Super PAC, can you not use my name to endorse Kamala Harris?" And the Super PAC said, "We're going to use your name. We're not going to listen to you. We support Kamala Harris because she stands for decency and she stands for the type of character we want in office, even if we're Republicans." So the cease and desist letter went out earlier in the day by Nikki Haley to the Super PAC calling itself Haley Voters for Harris. And that was previously a Super PAC for Nikki Haley. And then the Super PAC responded as follows. Haley Voters for Harris, response to cease and desist letter, July 23rd, 2024. We have seen press reports indicating that a law firm representing Ambassador Nikki Haley has sent a cease and desist letter to our organization. We will review the letter with counsel once we receive it and provide further comment in the next few days. We enthusiastically supported Ambassador Nikki Haley over former President Trump in the primaries, and our mission is to encourage like-minded voters to vote for Vice President Kamala Harris in November. We do not claim to represent Ambassador Haley or her views. There are many other like-minded Haley voters who also do not plan to support former President Trump in November. Our rights to engage with voters and encourage them to vote for Vice President Harris, who in our view is the clear better choice for the country, will not be suppressed. And take a look at just what Nikki Haley's doing. Also, we previously reported about the legal action that Donald Trump instituted. He filed an FEC complaint against Kamala Harris for president, arguing that the transfer of funds from the Biden campaign now to Kamala Harris at the top of the ticket was fraudulent, and he's trying to stop that. So they go to their 2020 playbooks, vexatious, frivolous litigation over and over again. You see the same story playing out. And look, let me just show you from the Republican National Convention when Nikki Haley just again made a total fool of herself and she claimed that Donald Trump asked her to speak. Take a look at Donald Trump's, take a look at what he's saying. You could see, if you're a lip reader, we had someone, take a look at it and this went viral as well. What he's actually saying here is, no, I didn't. She wanted to do this on her own. Here, watch him mock her as she's saying that. Here, play this clip.
President Trump asked me to speak to this convention in the name of unity.
And by the way, Nikki Haley previously during the campaign said that the country's not going to vote for a convicted felon. Here's what she said.
I will also tell you, there is no way that the American people are going to vote for a convicted criminal. They're not.
That press release, the address of it is from Pennsylvania. Just take a look at the Pennsylvania primaries. It was one of those primaries over and over again where Donald Trump did horrible in the suburbs and Nikki Haley trounced him in the suburbs. And Donald Trump ended up winning Pennsylvania, but Nikki Haley got, she got in that range of 20% of all of the votes in Pennsylvania. Same thing in Indiana, same thing in, in all of these major swing states. Remember, Donald Trump underperformed his 538 polling average. Like in Michigan, Trump underperformed by 15 points. Let me repeat that. Donald Trump underperformed the 538 polling average in Michigan by 15 points. And now Kamala Harris is in the lead in all of the major polls against Donald Trump, like Ipsos, Reuters, in the new Marist poll. She's winning, and Trump underperforms the polls as well. But Nikki Haley, even when she got out of the race, would get that 20% range as a protest vote against Donald Trump. Here's what Nikki Haley also said, that the first party to retire its 80-year-old candidate will be the party that wins. Listen to her here.
The first party to retire its 80-year-old candidate is going to be the party that wins this election.
My old laundry detergent used to come in these big plastic jugs, and it never lived up to the hype. I know you know what I'm talking about. The laundry wouldn't come out as fresh as it was supposed to, and that became so frustrating. This podcast is sponsored by Laundry Sauce. Laundry Sauce created the world's best-smelling laundry detergent in simple-to-use, high-performance pods. Laundry Sauce has transformed the mundane task of doing laundry into a luxurious and exciting experience, so you don't have to dread laundry day anymore. Earlier this week, I just used the Egyptian rose pods, and my clothes smell amazing. So what's the secret behind Laundry Sauce? Well, they partnered with one of the top fragrance houses in the world, the same team behind many of your favorite designer scents. From Australian sandalwood to Egyptian rose to cyber pine, with Laundry Sauce, laundry day will never smell the same again. Plus, they stripped away all the unnecessary ingredients and artificial dyes and maximized the hardworking science-backed stain fighters and enzymes to ensure your favorite clothes come out looking brand new. I went from dreading doing laundry to legitimately being excited to do laundry because I know my clothes will come out smelling amazing. I love Laundry Sauce so much. My favorite scent is that Egyptian rose I mentioned earlier. It's sort of like a rose mixed with some warm nutmeg and clover spice. It's amazing. And I'm not going to lie, my whole house kind of smells like Laundry Sauce now, but I'm not complaining, and I know it's just me. Check out the reviews on their site. They're some of the funniest reviews you will ever read and are super authentic. They match my own experience exactly. Plus, it's not just the pods that they sell. Laundry Sauce makes scent boosters, dryer sheets, dryer balls, fabric softeners, and even candles too. Plus, if you aren't happy, send back Laundry Sauce for a full refund, no questions asked. Elevate your laundry with Laundry Sauce. Now is the time to experience Laundry Sauce. Head to laundrysauce.com/Meidas and use promo code Meidas at checkout for 15% off. That's the best offer you'll find, but you must use our code Meidas, that's MEIDAS, for 15% off your order. One last time, that's laundrysauce.com/Meidas, promo code Meidas, MEIDAS, for 15% off.
By the way, here is a montage of Nikki Haley saying that Donald Trump was unfit for office. Play the clip.
Times change, and so has Trump. He's gotten more unstable and unhinged. If you mock the service of a combat veteran, you don't deserve a driver's license, let alone being president of the United States. He was thin-skinned and easily distracted. It's not normal to spend $50 million in campaign contributions on personal court cases. It's not normal to threaten people who back your opponent. Donald Trump is turning the Republican Party into his own playpen, where it's all about him. He's not qualified to be the president of the United States.
And here is Nikki Haley predicting when she was running that if Trump's the nominee, there will be a president by the name of Kamala Harris. Play the clip.
Kamala Harris. If Donald Trump is the nominee of the Republican Party, we will have a President Kamala Harris. That's just a fact.
Well, you know,
by the way, here is Donald Trump where he confused Nikki Haley's name and said that Nikki Haley was responsible for the January 6th insurrection. So Trump was trying to spread his conspiracy that Nancy Pelosi was responsible for the January 6th insurrection, which she was not. So he was trying to spread that unhinged conspiracy. But then he said, Nikki Haley, Nikki Haley, Nikki Haley. Remember that? Here, play this clip.
Never reports the crowds, you know. By the way, they never report the crowd on January 6th. You know, Nikki Haley, you know, did you know they destroyed all of the information, all of the evidence, everything, deleted and destroyed all of it, because of lots of things. Like Nikki Haley is in charge of security. We offered her 10,000 people.
And then Donald Trump started giving speeches about how genius it was that he interposes the names, he says. Here, play this clip.
When I equated two people, I equated them. I shouldn't mention the names, but I equated Nikki Haley with Nancy Pelosi. I equated them. They said, oh, he doesn't understand no, I understand the difference. He doesn't understand the difference between Haley and Pelosi. No, we understand that. I understand a lot of differences. But anything you do, the fake news will take it and turn it. But with him, they take bad stuff and try and make it look good. With us, they take genius, pure genius, and they try and make it look, right? They try and make it look bad. It's the exact opposite. And
remember the types of attacks that Donald Trump would make at Nikki Haley, where he would attack like her dress and he would like curse during his speeches. Remember this one that he gave in New Hampshire? Here, play the clip.
I felt I should do this because I find in life you can't let people get away with bullshit, okay? You can't. You just can't do that. And when I watched her in the fancy dress that probably wasn't so fancy come up, I said, what's she doing? We won. And she did the same thing last week, but he was much more angry about it than I was. I said, get up there and you let him know.
So the Nikki Haley voters for Kamala Harris, they say, we ain't changing our name. We ain't going anywhere. Oh, and by the way, Nikki Haley, you leaked this to Fox. We haven't even got the cease and desist. So you have Fox saying that you want us to not use your name, but you never actually sent us the letter. Like, what in the world are you even doing here? And while you're taking a look at that, I want to just show you the energy surrounding Kamala Harris. I played this clip before, but in the context of the ridiculous things that Trump was saying, the ridiculous things that this idea that Nikki Haley sent a cease and desist, I mean, ridiculous. And seeing what Nikki Haley had to say about Donald Trump, let's take a look at the prosecutor, Kamala Harris, versus the felon in Donald Trump. Let's play it.
Songs of all time.
Yeah?
Do you have that?
Well, I have a great playlist. I mean,
Playlist?
I have a playlist that's...
What do you got here?
So this is stuff that wouldn't have happened
There you
years ago. This is all good stuff.
Yeah.
It's too old for you, but I will tell you.
What's your favorite? Frank Sinatra, right?
Well, I have a lot of Frank Sinatra. Yeah. We'll play this when we're finished breaking this record, if that ever happens.
Time to say goodbye. I love it. I love it.
Nice and soothing, right?
And we just had some breaking news. We just had the best 24 hours of grassroots fundraising in presidential campaign history. All right? And because we are a people-powered campaign, that is how you know we will be a people-first presidency.
There you have it. Thank you so much for watching. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million together. Have a wonderful day.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.